Hello, everyone. So this is what we're working on today. Wow, mysterious floating VTuber buttons. Get out of here, mysterious floating VTuber buttons. How is everyone today? Because I am pretty good. Woo. On OSRS, really? And yeah, it's the Carowlmen Dansen. If I pause the animation here for a second, I started this the other night, but we did not get all the way. Because something happened on the Discord server while I was sitting here streaming this. And that something that happened was that we set up a Minecraft server, and we started playing it, and then the next 12 plus hours of my time vanished into the ether mysteriously. I don't know how that happened. Couldn't have anything to do with the Minecraft server. But we're gonna finish this animation. Also, I think the server is down right now. Me and Ryuko were on it like a little bit before stream, and ow, we did set up a Minecraft server, and there's announcements about it in the server. You're the one who didn't look, Hana. Dork bonking me for stuff that you did. Also, let me scooch over a bit here. Maybe I'll dodge the mallet hits. Ow. Nope, not gonna dodge the mallet hits. Et tu, title? But yeah, I think the server is down currently because me and Ryuko were on it before, and one of us crashed it doing something. I was about to say, Hana, that's not true. Why is there a 500 internal server error floating above my head? What is that? Why is that here? What source is that? You can all see that too, right? The mysterious text floating above my head. Okay, good. It's not just me then. I thought I was going crazy. Y'all could have gaslit me really hard with that, too. Is it this? Ow. Well, the stuff impacts the side of my head. Surely it must be. It's not this. Is it... Wait. I think I know what it might be. I think I might know what it might be. Give me a second here. Huh? It was not that. I was completely wrong. What is... Welcome to the Avery Alexandria channel, where we are all scuff all the time. This is absolutely mandatory VTuber stuff. What is this? What source is this? The source Doko. Huh? You'd need the role anyway, Hana, to get the server info stuff. But I honestly have no idea what this source could even be. It's not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Nope. Yet. It's not Owly, of course. Okay, so it is on this scene, so... It's gone. It's gone, I fixed it. Whatever I did has fixed the problem. And crashed my tits. So that's what it was. And by my tits, I mean Twitch integrated throwing system, of course. Ignore the mysterious everything that is about to pop up. That is not there. You are all just crazy. Evening, Katarja. Where the heck do you get the roll? You get it from me or Passel, because we are kind of using that as a sort of whitelist. Did that maybe work? Ow. Stuff can be thrown at my head, but it is now invisible again. What if I pop back up? Nope. Well, anyway, that's just mysteriously not working again. I don't know why that works and doesn't sometimes completely at random. Mostly me, because Passel doesn't do things that aren't directly Amogus making. It's true, Passel does make a lot of Amoguses. Miss Owl, how many licks does it take to get to this Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? I don't know. You're gonna have to hand me all of them and let's find out. Every last one of them. Also your credit card info and the last 4 of your social security for Tootsie Roll science reasons. Anyway, the thing that I was working on with this before was fixing the little gem here. Because it felt like it got very weird between frames. So I need to quickly knock this back into shape. And then we can continue with the other frames. There's not that many frames here. At least one is a pretty solid answer. But Taito, you gotta work with me here. Runecrafting minigame. Did, like, a new round of announcement updates hit, Molly? I don't super keep up with old school RuneScape updates, even though I feel like I should. Given that I'm kind of still planning that, old school RuneScape Hardcore Iron Man series that I want to do. Because I know I've said this like a million times, mostly on Twitter, because that's where I was screaming when I maxed on RuneScape 3 after 5 million years. Like, it's a super duper duper underrated game. It's super good, and people, like, meme on it. They're like, oh, RuneScape, haha. But it's like, it's actually good. It has probably my favorite questing system out of any MMO, period. Like, not necessarily my favorite story or lore, though it's still pretty up there in that. I really like the setting a lot. I think it's great, and I think a lot of the, like, super tongue-in-cheek writing and stuff is really charming and good. But, like, the questing system itself, in terms of, like, how quests function and how you do them, is probably my favorite out of any game, period. Like, it's really good. It feels kind of, I guess the best way I could describe it is like, the quests actually feel like you were going out and doing things rather than just like, oh yeah, go and kill these couple monsters and then come here and talk here and get this next section of the quest where I send you to, like, go and click on this thing. Like, there's, like, actual puzzles and events, and some of your choices and stuff actually matter. Also, hello, Kiryu Murakami. I will give you your Hoodle Gang, and also thank you for the host. Super said that the Avatar rework was shelved for now. No! I was so excited to be cute. Man. Also, I will hydrate. There's also something special about the music. Haven't played it in years, but if I hear the music, I have flashbacks. Yeah. Sea shanty, jams. Just give the project directly to me. I don't even do 3D. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out. Also, everybody in the game is going to be really, really cute. The Zuck's chamber music is really good. I feel like a lot of people with RuneScape, with the newer music, because it doesn't have that like old school RuneScape-y sound font to it anymore. But a lot of the newer music hits really well too. Avery something, you got to rest at some point. No 3D modeling this week, but not even a little. Like, tiny little bit. How else am I supposed to make a 3D block Amogus so that I can force Passel to mod it into Minecraft and then blame it on him? You're all my accomplices. How big is this in the previous frame? I did not think I'd be a young caretaker for my life-to-be mother. What a life. Well, you see, the problem is I'm a menace, and it's very hard to keep me functioning like a normal owl. I don't need to be this careful with this. I don't know why I'm going so overboard. Because I could probably fix this once I have the other frames line arted, so that I could go and check it across all frames. Because I've mentioned before, I like asymmetry in designs, so there's minor asymmetry in my design. Because otherwise, I'd actually be done with this animation if I just wanted to flip it. It wouldn't really cause that much of a problem, but because of the asymmetry, I'm gonna give these final couple frames their own line art. Link that to me on Discord, Hannah, and I will watch it after stream. This was the frame that I was on. So, if you're wondering what all these different colored lines are, the gray lines here, like these, those are the initial sketch layer that I made. The red lines are showing what the previous frame looked like, and if I go back, you can see the blue lines are showing what the next frame will look like. So this might look very hectic at first, but the thing with onion skin, which is what that's called, is that it really lets you see where the motion is happening. And then you can use that to keep your shapes kind of controlled in where you'd want them to be, and see, like, so if I come to these two frames, for example, like back here, you can see this shape here, like this little structure, is kind of between the structure of the two other frames. So that lets you keep everything in position and in scale much easier than if you were trying to just, like, completely eyeball it between frames. It's a good feature, and one that is worth getting used to the strangeness of drawing with a slightly different, like, I guess, visual layout than you might be used to. Wait. We need to check something. So that one was in front. Wait. That's what looks weird. I figured it out. Okay. This was weird. A lot of the times when I'm animating, I'll kind of just grab the slider up top here and pop back and forth between frames to see where things are moving. And sometimes if I hit like full play on the animation, and I'll watch it through a couple times to see kind of where things are moving and how they're changing, and I'll just be like, something looks off, but I can't quite place what it is. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so there's that one. And this bang, I think, can stay where it is. But here, I'll give it a ever so slight hinting over the glasses. Because then when I turn to face this way, this bang can overlap the glasses a bit more heavily without it looking strange. Now, I'm actually going to kind of break with the sketch a little bit here, I think. Nope. Because when you're animating, there are certain things that, like, you kind of just... I guess it's the same with regular line art, too. Is there's a line that's being suggested by, like, where you drew on the initial sketch, but that doesn't always necessarily match up with what the animation should look like. Though I think this mirrored one might be slightly... Yeah, okay, I see what the problem is. So if I come out here, right? And maybe you all can spot this too. Is the... When I'm facing this way, towards the end of the animation, my head is much more offset to the left than it is relative to the one on the right here. So this one comes almost straight up and down, whereas this one bounces me much more over to the side. So what I'm going to do to fix that is, I'm just going to grab the layers that I had that on. In fact, do I still need that sketch layer? I do. That's fine, though. I can just go like this. And I'm just going to bump this a little bit this way. And bump this one a little bit this way. And now the movement's getting a bit more where it should be. But I think I'll go a tiny bit further. In fact, another fun little thing, this little plus in the center, that's a transform point. You can use that to change where the pivot point is when you're rotating things. There we go. Now it's desynced with the sketch, but that is fine. Because we don't super need this part of the sketch anymore. Where is it? Which one is that? This. There we go. I'm just going to quickly turn off the sketch layers that I don't need. Alright, so I don't need that one. And I don't need this one. How about them misheard lyrics? What misheard lyrics might you be talking about, Miyu? Also, hello and welcome. Don't like this. Oh, the misheard Carowlmen Dansen lyrics. Man, I haven't thought of, like, misheard lyric videos in who knows how long. It's been a minute. The Fishmaster? Are you talking about the, Because I remember that there was a old Nightwish misheard lyric video that had Fishmaster over their song Wishmaster. I am Magnesium. So, you can see with this, the sketch is actually way off from where it needs to be. You cooked salmon? Share, I want some. You can't just come into my stream, taunt me with my favorite food, and then not share it with me. No. Fine, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna be really sad about it. But I guess you can't, you don't gotta share if you don't want to. But are you sure that you don't want to share? That's funny, you won't be sad you have 7... You know? I can't even fault you. I can be angry that you have salmon, but I can't really fault you for not being sad because you have the salmon and I don't. Jerk. See, now look what you've done. You've gone and made me sit here thinking about salmon, and now it's all that my brain can process. Fizz already hit me with making me want a pizza earlier, too. I find it really funny that when I'm animating half the time, because you guys can see, like, I will sit here tilting my head back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, trying to look at the animation from ever so slightly different angles just to see if it looks right. And it doesn't really do anything to help, like, see what I'm doing. I should get a pizza? They will actually not deliver to where I live in the winter. It is too difficult and dangerous for their delivery people to get up to where I live. There have been times where, like, way back, like, trucks have come up to deliver things, and then gotten stuck, and then the truck that they send to get the stuck truck out gets stuck itself. The road leading up to where I live is not great in the winter. Unideal, which means if I ordered a pizza, I'd have to go and pick it up, but I'm here with all of you streaming. It's the most Canadian sounding thing I've ever heard. I'm guessing that happens near you too, Fizz? Because, like, it is kind of funny whenever it happens. What if you have an emergency, so you just die? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't. Dying's never killed me. But, like, otherwise, yes. you're kind of out of luck. Like, there have been, because the other thing is with the way the power company's set up, we are absolutely dead last on their usual, like, repair routes. So, like, if a blizzard hits, everywhere else around here will get their power back, and then they'll consider coming to fix ours. So, like, very often, like, during blizzards and stuff, we'll get super snowed in and also just be out of power for, like, several consecutive days. While, like, everywhere else has power back already, and they're just like, yeah, but we'll just get to you when we do. Like, we'll just be there eventually. It's fine. Which, given that, in the winter here, it can get real cold. Like, I like the cold. I'm fine with it. But, like, on the power company's part, it seems maybe a little bit irresponsible that they're just like, you're just gonna have to be without of power for potentially, like, a week plus? Usually it's not, like, a week unless, like, the snowstorm is super, super awful, but, like, the longest we've ever been out of power was 2 weeks before they came and fixed. Which was not great, but, like, even, like, during regular snow and stuff, if we get our power knocked out, we're usually out for, like, 2 or 3 days. Like, that's kind of just regular. So, our house, we have a backup generator just in case, and then we also heat our house with a wood-burning stove instead of doing, like, you know, centralized heating. Which is both great and not great, because on one hand, it's nice and toasty and you have, like, a nice little, you know, wood-burning stove. On the other hand, that makes carbon monoxide poisoning a worry in the winter. Which, not my favorite of things. Carbon monoxide can do without breathing it. Not the best. Nope, wrong angle on that. This way. Still wrong angle. This way? Yeah, close enough. Over here, the whole state just shuts down if it ever dares snow. Over here, we can get, like, a foot of snow overnight, and they probably will not even be, like, a 2-hour delay for, like, the school district and stuff. Like, they'll just be like, yeah, no, it's fine. Carbon monoxide just means extra oxygen for you to breathe? You sure that's how that works? You got a source for that one? Pretty sure that's how it works? Well, if you're pretty sure, then I can't really say that that would be incorrect. Because that's a valid source, being pretty sure about something. I trust what magnesium says, almost implicitly, except for when it's not. Hey, Tia! And thank you for the sub, for 8 months. It's been going for a while now. Source, dude, trust me, I don't have the source for that set up anymore, ironically, so I can't source things. But I used to have that just as a thing that I could just toggle on, and I don't know where it went. Just a short stop before sleep. Hopefully you sleep well. I have been doing worse at sleep than I probably should the past few days, but that is not really anything that new with me. Doesn't make it good, but it's definitely something that I am used to, at least. Okay, wait. I need to zoom out here. Yeah, I can probably follow the actual line here. Sadly true, but I should be okay. That's good. Eh, there we go. And once I actually have the line art in, usually what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll, like, quickly check through everything and make sure that stuff is consistent between frames. What? Why does that look so weird? Oh, that's why it looks weird. Okay, I see. And this has to go down. My sleep schedule may say I'm 60, but my joints say I'm 80. My sleep schedule says that I am not something that sleeps. It is not great. But hey, Len, how goes it? Have you managed to abscond with the entire bakery yet and bring it over so that I can have some? Because I would really like some. See, the thing is, you know, Len's my sister, right? And I visited her fairly recently. But really what I visited was the local bakery near her. It was real good. It goes, well, we actually went to the bakery yesterday. Man, a little jealous about that bakery, but at the same time... No, I'm just jealous about that bakery. I'm jealous about the bakery. I'm jealous about Magnesium having salmon. I'm jealous about Fizz getting to eat that entire pizza. Today I walked it all off trying to get some good shots for my photography portfolio. Ooh, find anywhere good? You should send me those pictures later. I will judge them mercilessly by calling them pretty and nice. Okay, let's see. How does the vest go on this side? Here. Here. Sometimes with the onion skin, it can be a tiny bit hard to see what you're doing. Nope. Like... this. There we go. Got some pictures of burbs? Yo! Also, the cold is so nice. Like, I know you don't like it nearly as much as I do. But, man, I love the winter. Like, risk of carbon monoxide poisoning aside, and being out of power for several days, the cold is just nice and the snow is pretty. Need to... You can see they're sort of pivoted weird. So here's another area where I'm kind of breaking from the sketch. Because even though it looks fine on the sketch, I want these to have like a nice smooth motion to them. Which requires that they have similar spacing and size between frames. So, for example, these, actually, I think just this one needs to move a bit more this way. Yeah, there we go. The cold is nice, however, feeling in my fingers is also nice, and I didn't have that. Fair. I mean, you know me, Len. Usually, like, even in the winter, I'll keep my room to the point where, like, you can't feel your fingers. Defog lenses? Gladly. What? Like, Len can confirm this. When I was young, there was a point one day where I left a glass of water on my desk, right? And when I went to sleep and woke up the next morning, the glass of water was partially frozen. Because I am out of my mind and keep my room very cold. I think this would be actually how this goes on this frame. That sounds far too cold? Probably. That one was a bit overkill. Not gonna lie. Can confirm Avery's mad as ice. It's really funny that, like, I'm a great horned owl and not a snowy owl. You must have a very high body temp. That or you're a crazy owl? Both. I am a little bit crazy. Hound, thank you for the raid of you, I am assuming. Howdy, howdy. I'm gonna go and give you a shout out because I can. If I can type correctly without typos. And blah. I typoed. I knew it. The main hound. There we go. Undungeon. I have never even heard of that. I feel like this frame is actually the hardest out of the whole set to do, because it's like the transitionary one between two directions, and it feels like it was slightly off. Bot, please, no, that was not actually the bot messing up. That was me messing up, and I forgot the N in hound. So the bot was like, nobody exists like that. I'm not shouting anybody out. So no, you don't gotta worry. That one was my fault. Let's see. Because the feathers are there, the hands are coming back down. So I think the sketch on this is again mostly in the right spot. Because I don't want to break too far from the sketch either, because if you break too far from the sketch, then you run into the problem of, like, where your line art looks drastically different from the sketch, and it no longer looks like the same piece, where you're like, oh, the sketch looked pretty good. And then you look at it later and you're like, that's not what I drew. It's fun, I only played a little bit, but I like it. Just being a little eldritch entity going through different places and being able to swap out your organs. Oh, and I think the goal is to kill gods. That sounds fun. Kinda want to try it. But at this point, the stream schedule for the next, like, couple weeks is actually pretty set. For the first time in a while, it feels like we have, just a fully fleshed out idea of what we're doing. Okay, wait. Okay, so there's that one. I'm so confused. What am I doing? A lot of animation with me is, sort of trial and error between frames while I fine-tune stuff. So there's a lot of flipping back and forth, and a lot of just, like, loading bars appearing over my head. Now I'm all stretched out. Now my thoughts are gonna take even longer. Dang, my clever ploy to get bonked over the head and return to normal size failed. I guess that plan was a bit of a stretch, though. There we go. Worked that time. No, too far! My brilliant plan. How could this happen? Now you're just hitting me to hit me. Small baby, I am Tia, no! It's fine, now my ahoge is drawing. Ah, there we go. Now I'm normal. And bruised. Why does this frame look so weird? Everything feels like it's ever so slightly out of position to where it should be. Then again, at the point where I was working on this animation, I was already kind of like... Now I did it! I'm finally 5 feet tall! I can finally reach, like, the third to top shelf. I mean, I have wings, so I can just reach the top shelf whenever I want. But have you ever tried to grab something off the top shelf while flapping giant wings? It's a pain. Would not recommend. Hey Avery, can you tell me your secret of getting thinner? Sure. You know those old medieval torture tables? The ones that, like, sort of are, like, you got the long table and then you got the crank on each side that has, like, the ropes and they, like, strap a person in like this. and then just sort of, like, stretch them out. You use one of those. Can't you use your feet talons like a regular owl? Yeah, but that's unhygienic if you're trying to grab, like, food or stuff like that. Hi, Soroka. Thank you for the violence. Ah, I see I come in when we're discussing Iraq, my favorite torture device. Do I have a favorite torture device? Does Passel count as a torture device? He kinda does, right? Then yeah, it's probably Passel, I guess. Len, why are you hitting me? Is this payback for saying that the bakery was the important part of the visit? How's the art in the owl? The owl is still mildly sick, actually, but otherwise well. And the art... I have hit struggles on this frame specifically. But otherwise I've been fine. My favorite torture device is making people play Binding of Isaac for 24 hours straight. Ha! Joke's on you. I'm not straight, so I'd be playing it for 24 hours gay. But otherwise, that would still probably be torture. Sleep deprivation is a torture method. And I do that to myself all the time. Not even intentionally, I just can't sleep. I'm just bad at it. My favorite torture device is going to work in a half hour. Oh no, Molly! That doesn't sound like that's your favorite. Don't worry, you won't be missing too much. I'm mostly going to be sitting here animating and tilting my head back and forth as I try and slightly change the angle I'm viewing a piece at. Like it's actually making my, like, experience any different of the animation. Okay, there we go. It's actually funny, most of the Binding of Isaac references would be largely lost on me because I haven't played that much of it. I've seen friends play it a lot, like I've seen like Moriko play it a bunch and stuff like that, but like, it's never something I got super into. Which is funny because I love roguelikes. But usually whenever I'm like, I feel like playing a roguelike, I just go and do like Risk of Rain 2. Have I played Jacob? No. I have not. Either that or this is the setup to some sort of joke. It's a 50-50 with chat. You never know. And I am very, very gullible when it comes to these things. Or should I say Gullib Owl? Do you like Rogue? Yes, I do. I have actually tried Rogue. The original. There we go. Molly with... Did you know Rogue is labeled roguelike on Steam? I did not actually know that they hit it with roguelike. I mean, I guess it makes sense, given that that's what the genre's become, like, labeled as, but it is really funny. I didn't know that you played Binding of Isaac, Len. We still gotta get you a decent quality microphone lens so that I can drag you into collabs with me. And then you can be tortured by being in front of a crowd of people because you're almost as bad with social anxiety as I am. Almost. It is hard to be as bad with social anxiety as I am. I'm a very scared owl. Avery is bird-like? No, I am bird. I am bird, not bird-like. Bird is the genre. Play is a loose term, more like Diane. I guess that's fair. That's me with, like, They Bleed Pixels and stuff. It's like, yeah, I play that game. If by play you just mean fall into spikes. Aha, joke's on you. I sent a person a friend request and I'm still too terrified to say hi to them after they said yes to it. Sometimes, even with, like, extremely close friends, I will just disappear for several days because I get anxious. Like, literally people who I've known for, like, decades, I'll be like, yeah, but I'm scared. Like, what if I talk to people? Not even like, oh yeah, something's gonna happen. It's just like, literally my brain is like, yeah, but like, people are scary. Time to sleep. Good luck, Avery. I hope you will sleep after stream too. Thank you, Tia. I might. I actually fell asleep somewhat, quote-unquote, early last night. At only, like, midnight. Because I was kind of, I hadn't slept. You see, I may have stayed up from, like, 7 p.m. the previous day. Because I took, like, a short nap. I went to bed at around, like, noonish. Woke up at, like, 7... and then stayed up until midnight of the next day. It was not a good plan. It was a bad, bad plan. There wasn't even really a plan. It just sort of happened that way. Because when I went to go to sleep, other interruptions happened. And then the sleep didn't happen. And I was like, oh, okay, this is my life now, I see. We just downloaded Mega Man on the Switch, and oh boy, between eating half the button inputs and me being generally awful, not going well. Which Mega Man did you download, Len? I can function perfectly and I'm looking for group chatting with strangers, but I can't make myself DM people I want to be friends with to save my life. I am so bad at reaching out and stuff. It's, like, it is genuinely bad. Quick doodle, some blue nerd. Alright, sure thing. Alright, so we've got some blue nerd here, right? This is not the color blue. This is the color blue. So some blue nerd is here, and they've got, like, a helmet, right? And this is a very, very original idea that I'm doing here. So don't steal this and, like, try and make a franchise out of it, especially one that will, like, go on for a really, really long time. So, blue nerd, right? He's got, like, this arm. And the arm is just a gun, right? So he's got a gun that is his arm. And then his other arm is just an arm, giving him, like, a super versatile design. And then, just so that we know that he means business, he's stanced up. He's also got a face. And he's really happy for violence. Also, we'll give him a belt so that people know that he's not, like, naked. This way, like, people realize that, like, this is an outfit and these are, like, shoes and stuff. Is that Super Lad? This is Super Lad. He can jog and hop. So anyway, this is my very original idea. Please do not steal this. It has never been done before. Oh, right. The other thing is that, like, he needs to fight, like, automaton lords. So, like, you've got some other automaton lords, like this one here. And, like, they're also, like, super power stanced up, right? And this one, right? It's also got, like, arms and hands and stuff. These were made by, a evil scientist. And this one here, right? Now, you'd think that this sort of shape would lend to something very specific, like a fan or something like that. But that seems, like, boring. So what we're actually going to do is we are going to take this and we are going to put a heating unit in it. And now we have the ultimate automaton lord. Warm Breeze Man. Oh, one of them could be called Slice Dude. You're so right. Slice Dude would be great. He could be like orange. And of course, they need to be stanced up. Gotta know that they mean business. And Slice Dude, right? To make sure that Slice Dude, everybody knows that they mean business, they've got a knife on their head. There we go. Ah, you're right. How could I forget? We have to make the design a little bit more original. There we go. Pinky out. But yeah, I think this idea might hold some water. It could work. You can make like a video game, right? Where you have to go and you have to defeat like several of these automaton lords. And by defeating them, like, you get like power-ups. And you can use those to defeat other automaton lords. So you can kind of pick whichever one that you're good at first, and you can go and you can fight them. And then you can use their power to defeat the other ones and kind of work your way through in a sequence of them. I think that idea is real good. What should we name this guy? Mighty Man? We were thinking, like, Ultra Lad? You wouldn't suggest fighting Slice Dude first? He does have a knife on his head. That's pretty hardcore. We can make that game after the Monster Girl Gotcha. Yeah! The perfect game. And because it's such an original idea, we wouldn't even need to worry about, like, copyright infringement or anything like that. Super easy. We could just make so many of them, too. And each one we could introduce new automaton lords. Did I not finish this frame? Weird. Let me fix that. Yep. Okay, there we go. Ah, this is such a good game idea. I can't believe that we've come up with such a brilliant and original idea. Of course, all of you for helping me come up with this wonderful original idea will get royalties. And by that I mean we'll just give you like a little crown. That'll be it. You can be royal. The money's mine. I will profit from the Jog and Hop Lad game. And then I'll use all that money to buy tons of salmon and eat all of it and give none of it to Magnesium. 5 V-Bucks and a Diet Coke, take it or leave it? You know what, Bacon? The IP is yours. Have fun. I will take that deal. Hand over the V-Bucks and a Diet Coke. Why did you see Airman in the thumbnail? Don't you mean Warm Breeze guy? The Automaton Lord. We've been going over this. So basically, we came up with a really original idea about this guy who has like a gun for an arm. And he shoots Automaton Lords. It's pretty good. I'll give you a banana pudding and a cinnamon bun. Okay, so now Len is making a really compelling offer. We could auction this off here. By the way, does chat know that Avery's a very cute and wonderful person? That sounds like a weird thing. I don't... Me? Cute and wonderful? Weird statement. Can we have a man that's just Bob from Reboot? Legacy support man? Well, the thing is they're automaton lords, not automaton masters. And how? Why you bonk me? Fine, I accept. I accept Len's offer for a banana pudding and a cinnamon roll for the IP of Hop and Joglad. But as I was saying, he can't be Legacy Support Man, because he'd have to be Legacy Support Guy. That's what we were going to call them. Oh, if we take other characters, then it isn't original. You're right, you're right. She doesn't need cinnamon buns because she is one? Well, I am what I eat. Which means right now I'm nothing but air. Actually, no, that's not true. I actually ate before stream once. I remembered that stream was coming up and I said, hey, let me go grab something to snack on before stream so I'm not starving the entire time. So I am, for once, well fed. Which is wild. That never happens. Amazing you actually ate. I'd commend you for it, but this is only once. It's true. The self-care is rare. Oh, wrong button. This one is undo. VTubers eat? I thought that was a myth. I know, right? It's just like how we can't actually drink anything unless there's a hydrate redeem. So you pretty much have to remember to water your VTubers very frequently, or we do dry out. Oh, thank goodness, I was thirsty. I thought you just survived on photosynthesis. No, Len, you're the photographer. I'm an artist. I draw things. You're the one who takes pictures of them. Duh. Can't believe you'd get us mixed up like that. Someday someone will invent a VTuber that hydrates itself and the economy will collapse. There is actually one VTuber who hydrates themselves, and that is Miyu Shimizu. She is a water VTuber. Not a water mage, just water. Regular, plain old water. Fresh from the tap. And she's basically a walking hydrate redeem? You gotta get the angle on this right. Using my whole brain cell for this. Fresh from the tap, not even like a water druid or anything, just fresh from the tap? Yeah. You don't drink water druids, Hana. That's rude. They have other things they can do. Now, Chaos Druids. Chaos Druids you beat up all the time, and there's like 2 people in chat who will get that joke. Never been done before. We've peaked. It's true, we have peaked. What about Chaos Druids? Okay, so there's like 1 person in chat who would get that joke. I tried, Molly. I tried. Oh, this cough is never going away. No, seriously, I was doing other stuff. What was the joke? The joke was just mostly me saying that, like, we beat up Chaos Druids. It was not a very good one. Speaking of hydration, now I can't stop thinking about boba. Well, speaking of boba, now I can't stop thinking about boba. Thanks, Len. I can't even order any. You were too busy RuneScaping to pay attention to RuneScape? Valid. What angle does this go at? Yeah, that looks good. So the thing is the other, like, little frames here are going to be kind of off the mark on the sketch here. You got another God War Dungeon Slayer task and you're trying not to get punched by birds? What's wrong with being punched by birds? Are you saying that our hands aren't good enough to hit you? Because, like, I don't even want to hit you. So, like, you don't gotta worry about me. But also, speaking of, please don't use me for Slayer tasks. Thanks. Okay, wait. I think... Oh no, that is actually about on par, but these look weird. This one is mostly okay. I just gotta fix that a tiny bit. This one, though, way off. Not really sure what happened with it, but it looks weird. Hey, Goliath. Alright, back a frame. I can't get this to look right. Well, that reminds me, one time when I was riding my bike, a bird came out of nowhere and dashed me in the face. I fell off my bike and the bird flew away. That is kind of rude. Let's see if I can get this wedged into the right shape here on this attempt at it. What if I hit play? How's it gonna look? Boop. Good enough for now. I can fix the rest in the cleanup stage. Bird committed fight and flight? Stealing that for the future. Because that's a pretty good one. Alright, so. Let's see. Need to make sure that I get the leg angle right, too, or it'll look really weird. Fun fact about my legs are basically optimal in that, you know how there is, whenever you've got, like, thigh highs or stuff like that, you get that really nice, so, like, you'll have, like, the sock, you'll have, like, the hem of the pants, and then you get, like, this nice little bit of, like, squish, like, right here. I get that naturally with my regular legs. Just goes like right like this. Having built-in thigh highs is a power that I am too irresponsible to wield, but it is one that I will wield nonetheless. Nope, not that one. That one. Maybe this one? There's no such thing as irresponsible use of the power of thighs. That's true. I guess thighs can just kind of do whatever they want. Nope, that one looks weird. Ooh, okay, wait. That's a really big jump there. That's why that looks so weird. Then you've never heard of Olga of Kiev? Now, Olga of Kiev sounds like somebody who has extremely powerful thighs. And I'm kind of interested in this. So, Goliath, why don't you enlighten us? You're actually enjoying an online TCG? Or TCG? Which one, Hannah? Okay, now I can fix this a little bit so the knees actually stay kind of in the right spot. Ah, the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I, on one hand, want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! On the other hand, ugh, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's so much there. The cards, they just... The text that goes on forever. Powerful and with thighs, she's a saint who lured suitors into a sauna, locked them in, and set it on fire. So here's the thing. Her thighs aren't the ones who did anything wrong. They didn't start the fire. It's been always burning since the world's been turning. And since she lit that match. She also set a whole village on fire? Goodness. So, while her thighs might not have done anything wrong, it sounds like she was doing a lot wrong. Nope, that shape looks weird. How's that shape? I see the problem. Gotta grab this. And nudge it in a tiny bit. And now it should look okay. By tying up fire things on birds and sending them back to their nest. So, now, I might be a little bit biased in this regard, right? Like, full disclosure, I am a bird. So, lighting birds on fire, that's not cool. Don't burn the burbs. Very rude. It was the nest that caught fire. Don't burn birds' houses down either. Work time, good luck, Molly. I hope you fare well. Plus, lighting the bird's house on fire is, like, basically the same as lighting the bird on fire indirectly. Bird houses, human houses, I guess it didn't matter there at that point. This is what happens when you go mad with the power of thighs. Which is why I will use my power completely and utterly irresponsibly. Nobody can stop me. I cannot be contained. However, I'm not going to use it to, like, commit arson or anything. I'm just going to use it to be cute. Like, I'm kind of fine with just being cute. I can be hot without making the entire area light on fire, you know? How does my tail go here? It begins the swoosh. Alright, so let's zoom out. And double check our work here before we go and play the animation through a couple loops to see how things look. Ah, yes, the hit song, Thighs Kelly. While I can sometimes hit that high note, I am not going to try because I need to be able to speak for the rest of stream. Also, in general, I just like to spare your ears that experience. But Goliath, that's a butt. That's a butt. Those aren't thighs. The emote is wrong. Some of it is true. Some of it is. You got me there. This is gonna be like the last stream where we spent like probably the better part of like an hour or two just talking about Monster Girls. We're gonna spend the whole stream talking about thighs, and I'm really here for it. What I'm not here for is these eyes being the wrong size here. And in the wrong position on the glasses. So let me move those in. This is honestly the thing with animation that tends to take the longest, is just doing the little fixes here. So many... See, so this is a good reason for why, like, centipede girls are really cool. Alright, so let's see. Flipping between these. This needs to be longer. Alright, so let's hit play real quick and see how we're doing. Why is there a blank frame and where is it? Oh, it's these. What frames should be showing here? This one. And this one. And for this one, it should be... This one needs to be visible. Okay, now we can play the animation. It should go without error. Yeah! Alright, so errors that I am seeing here. This needs to be fixed slightly. Shmovement. So far, the shmovement is looking okay. Ow! Hi, Ubu. Alright, let's see. This needs to be fixed. How about now? Again, I should probably save most of these fixes for, like, the final cleanup, but... You don't have a head pat redeem, so you get bonked as a hello? Is this a subtle way of asking me for a head pat redeem? Because that could be arranged. And then people wouldn't need to smack me full force when they enter the stream. And... let's try that now. Yeah, there we go. A little bit better on the motion there. Rest in peace, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Notorious robot. You just like to hurt people? Well, at least I'm people now. I'll take this as a net win. Oh, the onion skin is really disorienting with this one. I gotta just pick a spot to start and go. You're playing a Gundam game. Ooh, which one? SD Gundam Generation Crossrays. I asked this, but I actually know next to nothing about which Gundam games are which. So that doesn't actually help me. It might help Len, though, my sister, if she's still in chat. She likes Gundam stuff. And would know it far better than I. There we go. It's Fire Emblem, but with chibi Gundams? That sounds cute! And no shipping? An unfortunate downgrade. You haven't played that one, actually? You do know of it, though? It plays nothing like Fire Emblem? I'm getting mixed signals here. Which is it? Does it play like Fire Emblem? Or does it not? Oop, that's eraser, not pen. Doesn't have the rock, paper, scissors mechanic? That is very, very core to Fire Emblem. Like, the weapon triangle stuff in Fire Emblem is a huge part of what makes it feel like Fire Emblem. Like, tactics games in general do still exist. Like, for example, like, Final Fantasy Tactics doesn't really feel like Fire Emblem to me. You'd say it's more like Final Fantasy Tactics, which means I might like it more, because I like Tactics better than I like Fire Emblem. This frame is looking kind of weird to me. I feel like stuff has moved out of position in a really strange way that I can't quite place. And the only real way I'm gonna be able to figure out what it was with it is when I, get further into the frame and see that everything is wrong. I think it's just the degree of movement in this frame is a lot. I mean, it looks fine when I hit, like, play. So I'm pretty sure that, it's likely just gonna be a case of I need to just kind of trust in where the sketch is. And it'll either look fine or it won't. And this is so dicey. I don't know if it's gonna look good. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. Merlin, hello, hello, and thank you for the sub. Merlin, help, I'm super stuck right now. The sketch layer looks like it's gonna make things look weird, but when I play the animation, it looks fine. So there's like a 50-50 on if once I finish line arting this frame, if the whole animation is gonna look weird or not. And I'm really hoping that it's gonna be the or not. Because redoing frames is always a pain in the butt. Also, back on the subject of Gundam from earlier, like, I'm weird with mecha anime in general in that, like, I don't know, I never really got super into them. I like them in concept. I think mecha are cool. But there's remarkably few mecha anime I've actually seen. Though these days, a lot of the time, like, there's a lot of anime that I don't even really watch. Like, outside of watching stuff with Yumi, I usually won't watch very much. Right, so how does this work? What am I doing? How do I animate? You do still get to have that movie watch along with me, Hana, one of these days. I just don't know when. What is this frame? Let's try adding in the ear, and maybe that will help. Or it will make things so much worse. Was the reason I was able to do the other frames, like the other night, so quickly and easily because I was so exhausted? Was I using the power of, like, near sleep fugue state to just put all the lines exactly where they needed to go? Because that's beginning to feel like what it was. Like, certain parts of this still make, like, super perfect sense of where they go. And then other stuff, I'm like, why is this line even here? Can you teach me the secret of being productive when sleep deprived? It's super easy. The trick is to not be productive when you're not sleep deprived. Also, don't sleep deprive yourself. It's bad. Like, cannot recommend it. Let me zoom in a bit. That should help me see what I'm doing. Because, like, the thing is that I want to keep, like, these sorts of shapes from the previous layer having roughly the same dimensions between frames. But that other one differed a lot from the sketch, so the problem that I think I'm running into is... Now, I'm halfway between trying to keep with the sketch and keep with the previous layer that was different from the sketch. I don't even know what I'm doing in this game. I'm just making a semi-random deck and trying to fill it with cool-looking Monster Girl cards. That's pretty much the ideal way to play any video game, I think. It doesn't even have to be a card game. Like... I'm pretty sure that that is, in fact, the tech for Yu-Gi-Oh! See, I drew these way too big. Linma Mechi, thank you for the raid, and hello, raiders! Let me give you a shout-out real quick. Well, did I type that correctly? I totally typed that correctly. You're doing just chatting. What were you chatting about? 3.0? Was it a new model reveal? Also, let me debonk myself so that I'm actually at a normal size to greet you all. I'm Avery Alexandria, Owl Harpy Librarian, and struggling artist right now. I am having a lot of trouble with this frame. New models are always exciting. I keep, like, going and I'll open up, like, my V2 model, because I've been working on a V2 model for a while, and I'll make, like, a little bit of progress, and I'll be like, but what if I designed, like, a whole nother outfit for it? Show what I have so far? Yeah, I'll show off the animation. I can show off the V2 model, too, while I'm at it. Like, it's not rigged or anything, but I do have the sketch for it. But yeah, I saw a Carowlmen Dansen the other day that got me really wanting to animate one, so I decided that I would. Move my hand out of the way here. Version 0.0.0.0.1.2? No, this one will actually, I guess, technically be the proper V1 model? I have weird version numbers. It's gonna be a version number. Alright, let me get this back on the frame that I was actually doing it on. But I can also open this. This is not the default costume for the V2 model, but this is one of the outfits that will be there. Because I was like, I want a goth outfit. Or more specifically, Moriko was like, goth outfit, and then I was like, goth outfit. Model underscore final model, or I apparently can't speak. Isn't this cute though? I'm gonna zoom in so you can see the details. Got like a little owl skull here. Tiny little braids. And of course, because I always have the little turtles in my design somewhere, because of Yumi. This time it's on the hat. In my current model, if I scooch out from behind my desk here, you can see, if I zoom way in on myself to the point where little bits of me cease existing, they are actually the buttons on my vest. So, that's the goth outfit, but where is the layer for that? This one? Nope. This one? Yeah. And then, if I turn this on... Also, thank you all for all the follows. I messed up something the other day, so I had to re-import this sketch for this one. But I've got a yukata outfit coming. This one is probably my favorite of the other outfits, because it's just so cute. Like, the yukata is so cute. I even got different glasses with that one. Right now, my lenses were kind of defogged, but if I grab the wiggly boy here and just kind of scrub this in place... There you go, you can go back on top of the owlet now. This is how my lenses normally look. So, a little bit of a different glasses design for this outfit. And then... which one of these is it? There's the default outfit. Where is my body? There's my body. Where's my head? There's a face. Alright, now I'm just very bald. I just need to find what layer the hair is on. Remember, kids, name your layers. There we go. I don't know why there's a weird ghost outline there. That's a problem for a different me. I love your glasses. Glasses with non-standard rims are the best. I agree. Glasses in general are the best. Every design ever that's ever been made should have glasses. Yeah, this is the start of the V2 model. Slightly different proportions, but I think cute. Also, my wings will be a toggle because they kind of get in the way sometimes. Oh, wait, this was our original project that we ran into. I went to the wrong tab. This is Hoppin' Joglad. He fights the automaton lords. Airman? No, that's Warm Breeze guy. He's like a heater, but like an industrial one, as a machine. But it's a very, very original idea, and you should not steal it, because we already have discussed this entire thing. We will be making the ultimate video game out of it that has never been done before. It is the perfect franchise idea, and we came up with it entirely ourselves with no inspiration from anything else. Just off the top of our heads, you know? Did I have... Oh, wait, I see a problem here between these two frames. Gotta get this and move it to about here. There we go. Now that shouldn't look weird when I hit play. After the Monster Girl Gotcha. Yeah, we are doing the Monster Girl Gotcha too, but like, that one actually. My mod and I. Because, I don't know if you know this by looking at me. It might be hard to tell. Little bit of a secret, right? I like Monster Girls. They're really good. So, my moderator, Passel, and I, we will be making a little gacha game that's kind of like a non-standard RPG. It's just going to be a small little project, but it's going to have lots of monster girls drawn by yours truly. Gotta head to bed. Have a comfy evening, y'all. Night, Merlin. I hope you rest well. Tell me if you need help. We should have it, but if we do, I will hit you up, Goliath. Now, let me go back a frame here. I feel like the shape is super off. What are you going to make the game in? That is Passel's choice, not mine, as he's the one doing the programming. I am the one doing the, like, art design and stuff. And a lot of the, like, systems and mechanics design and stuff, too, will be on me. Because Passel is good with programming. I am not. I am not even anywhere good with it, even remotely. Well, that's not true. I used to know Lua a little bit. A Lua bit, but I never really kept up with it. And I feel like everything that I did learn has long since left my head, because that's been like a decade since I used to do that. And I was never really at anything that I would consider like a capable level. I was still very, very firmly a novice. Need to get this shape right. Actually, we went over this the other day too, right? On what everybody's favorite types of monster girls are, but I'm curious since we got a bunch of new people here. What is everybody's favorite type of monster girl? 'Cause mine might be extremely obvious, given certain design features. But spiders are really good too. Spider girls are incredible. Ghost girls are really good. Obviously, harpies are, in fact, the best. But the thing is all monster girls are good. Dragon girls are great. Ghost girls are okay, but you can't really hold their hand. Not with an attitude like that, you can't, Goliath. Jeez. Given up before you've even started. Also, to answer your earlier question, Goliath, the one who did my BGM is Minogame-kun. He is super sweet and great, and he absolutely nailed it on my BGM. Like, I feel like I gave him such just loose descriptions of what to do. And he just, like, completely knocked it out of the park. I was just entirely blown away. Yeah, let me get you his Twitter real quick. I'll also give him a quick shout out here, though he does have a link to his channel on his Twitter. Minogame-kun. Here you go. Here is his Twitter, and there is his... Oh, he was doing music last. So, like, he does, like, a lot of karaoke streams and stuff, too. Like, even just aside from, like, composing stuff. But, man, he's got a nice voice. He sings so well. Such a pretty singing voice. Like, I know it's very like me to completely simp over my friends, but, like, man... This is real good. What direction does the neck go here? That good? Yeah, that should be fine. Also, yeah, he's a turtle, which is a big bonus, because I like turtles. Turtles are cool. And with Dragon Girls, I may as well also give a shout out here to Ryoko, who I don't know if she's here right now in chat. I saw her earlier, but Ryoko is super great. We're basically family and or the same person. It's complicated, but she is a great dragon girl, and I would absolutely recommend her. Wolfie, thank you for the follow, too. You have an idea of what you want for your BGM? I've been using a certain game OST, which does kind of resemble the vibe, but a different mood of this song. Ah. That's kind of what I did, was I found a bunch of songs that had, like, kind of the vibe I was going for from different games and stuff, and was like, alright, Con, here's, like, 20 songs, and a stumbling, half-formed description of what I want. I don't know any musical terms here for this. I just have the vaguest idea in the world of what I'm looking for, but here you go, here's the best description I can give of what I want. And then he was like, I got you, fam. What kind of dragon is she? She is a lightning dragon. Or a pilk dragon, depending on the hour. I do know webbed, yes. And speaking of Monster Girls, she was designed by another dear friend of mine, who is also an incredible artist. And we did mention before that Spider Girls are great. Right now, she is a tiger, but she's also a spider. Should all go give her a follow, because she's great. Some of the best art out there. She made my emotes, too, and did, I would say, a killer job with them. Hey, Izzy, how's it going? Let me check this on the previous frame, too, and see that it looks completely out of whack, because I think it's gonna. Sure does. Let me fix that. Good, came across another UA fan recently. Good, everybody should be a fan of UA. UA's great. One of the best characters. Just, period, in my opinion. And has been one of my favorite characters since, like, it feels like forever, but, like, since, like, young childhood. Z, I'm gonna need a link to that. Also, Ubu, bring back food for the class. Everybody earlier was flexing all of the good food that they had, and I was starving to death. Even though I ate before stream, I was still starving to death. They need to know that if they bring food for the class, or bring food for themselves, they gotta bring it for the class. It's one thing to be an incredible artist, it's another thing to create cute drawings, it's another to actually make clear and distinct emotes. It's true. I feel like I suck at emotes comparatively to a lot of other things. Like, I'm not, like, awful at them, but, like, I'm okay at them, but Kaiku, she does so good at them. In general, her art is just so expressive. Like, it's really amazing. I know I've said it before, but, like, as an artist, there's so many other artists that, like, I look up to and, like, get inspiration from their work and stuff. Ku is probably one of the people who I get, like, the most just hype from. Of, like, every time I see, like, her improving her art or, like, trying new things and stuff like that, I'm like, I gotta try this too. I just get so hyped up by, like, watching her work. She does such good stuff. Her name's Lunacy Hilly. She streams on here and did UA fan art. You gotta link me. Like, just pop me a message on, like, Discord or something to, like, her channel. Because I would love to give them a follow. Also, hey, I'm Mokoken. The eyes she draws are so pretty. Kaiku, yeah? Because I big agree. Out of any artist, like, period. Not even, like, just, like, VTuber artists or stuff like that. Out of any artist ever, I think she has my favorite eyes that she draws. Like, she does such a good job of them. They have so much life to them. Just so good. And this isn't to say, like, you know, like, other people's art is bad. It's just her art has such a unique style and characteristic to it that I just adore. She has a lot of, like, the features that I kind of want to capture in my art, but I feel like she executes them better than I do. Namely in expressions and eyes. Like, we do have weirdly, like, similar on superficial level styles, but also very different ones. But I feel like hers is very, very expressive, and mine is a bit more on the technical side. One of these days, we are also getting together probably to do a Monster Girl design stream. Where we're going to design the ultimate Monster Girl. Which, knowing the proclivities of she and myself, will probably be some not even vaguely humanoid monstrosity that is terrifying to behold. And I'm gonna love it. Because when it comes to Monster Girls, a lot of people are like, oh, I like this Monster Girl, I like that Monster Girl, and like, they're cute. Do not get me wrong. I am not immune from Pretty Monster Lady. But a lot of them are like, once they stop being like humanoid or, you know, understandable by the mortal psyche, people are like, oh, I don't like this anymore. It's terrifying and scares me. Like, why are there so many eyes? Why is there flesh like that? And I'm like, yeah. Cool Monster Girl. And Kaiku is very much the same in that regard. So, probably gonna make some sort of abomination, but we'll also make a cute one, too. It's hard to tell with us. But I also know, because, she gets very nervous about streaming sometimes. Like, she posts a ton of art. She's always, always, always working on stuff. It's really inspiring how much, like, she's actually able to get done. But when it comes to streaming, like, she can get shy sometimes. And I can understand that, because, like, when I first started streaming, the first couple times that, like, I hit go live, I was shaking like a leaf. I was so anxious. And, like, VTubing in general has helped a lot with that, because, like, now I've gotten used to it, like, over a year later. Just being able to, like, hit go live and stuff like that, and it's something that I actually look really forward to. Like, even when I took, because I've only really taken a couple weeks off. And the one that was, like, the longest one was when I went to visit my sister, because she lives, you know, a good bit away from me. And I had been sick after Christmas, which still shaking that off a little bit. But, like, I was sick, and that forced me to take pretty much an entire week off at that point. And then I visited Len for, you know, 2 weeks. Or just about 2 weeks. It was like 13 days or so. So it was like 3 weeks that I wasn't streaming, and by the time that, like, I was coming back home and I was flying, and I was just like, wow, I cannot wait. Just absolutely cannot wait to be streaming again. Like, it was something I looked so forward to. Abby's such a sweetheart. I love Abby. But yeah, it's kind of funny, because at first, when I very, very first started VTubing, I was like, there's no way that, like, I'm gonna enjoy this. Like, I got into VTubing because I was convinced by a friend, Owly, to, like, take the plunge and give it a shot. And, like, I was so anxious. My first collab, actually, I pretty much was unable to speak, because I was, like, muted off mic. And I was crying. I was so anxious. And it's really funny looking back at that, because, like, the thing is I grew up doing theater and acting and stuff like that, so, like, I'm used to being up on a stage in front of people doing stuff. And for some reason, VTubing just terrified me. I guess part of what scared me with it was just, like, as opposed to, like, a theater performance and such, you're kinda on your own, so to speak. You're the theater director and the actors on the stage, and the stage crew, and you're doing the lighting, and you're doing the sound, and you're just doing everything, and all the eyes are on you, so that terrified me. But it's really not that bad, and it's something that I would absolutely encourage people, like, you know, if it's something you think you'd enjoy, give it a shot. It's helped me with a lot of things, because, like, I had super bad voice anxiety, and while I still get, like, a lot of, like, bad, like, voice dysphoria and anxiety and stuff on, like, that regard, VTubing has helped to a remarkable degree with it. Also, welcome back, Ubu. Fish sandwich and risotto. Ooh. I have no idea what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. But with all the talk of salmon and fish sandwiches and stuff like that, this cough is never gonna go away. I think I am feeling fish tonight, probably. But yeah, I guess the short of the story that, like, I was kind of going for there is just hydrate. Thank you. The short of what I was kind of going for there is, like, VTubing is really fun and really rewarding, and streaming has become something that I just deeply enjoy doing. It's become, like, a core part of my day, because, like, even on days that I don't stream, I'm usually doing something to prep for future streams in some regard. And just, it's become such a core part of, like, what I do, and it's been such a fun and rewarding experience. So, like, while I totally get, like, people's anxieties and stuff over VTubing, or just streaming in general, like any sort of content creation, or even just, like, posting art to, like, Twitter and stuff like that, it's definitely something that I think is worth giving a shot if you think you'd enjoy it. Because it's helped me a lot to get over those anxieties. Did that line sync up? No. Yep. Nope. There we go. Nope, there's that cough again. I was trying to hold it back and then it didn't. Actually, one moment. I will return in just a second. I'm gonna go fill my water glass back up. No revolts while I'm astral projecting. As usual, there will be consequences. That consequence will be I am very sad because I am terrible at putting down chat revolts. Alright, I'll be back. Ah! I am back. There will be no mutinies happening any longer. By terrible at putting down chat revolts, mostly what I meant is that I feel very bad having to hide all of the bodies afterwards. It's a really harrowing experience. Now I can return to the regularly scheduled struggle of trying to make things work between frames. I always have to, like, double check to make sure that stuff is overlapping in the right direction and whatnot. And half the time when I go to, like, replay an animation, it feels like it's gone super off. Alright, now... Nope, that shape is weird. I have a lot of respect for people who do, like, longer animations and stuff. Because, like, I like animating, it's very fun, but it's got a lot to it and requires a lot of just backtracking and very, very minor fixes to get stuff working, like, how they should. And, like, I'll do, like, short things like this, or, like, if I go over here to, like, my starting soon screen or stuff like that, like, you can see if I go and, let me turn this one off, like, this animation I did, and that one was, you know, not too bad to do. Little animations like that, those are fine and fun, but, like, full-length stuff, like, you know, like, shows and longer animation projects and stuff, that's so much work. People put so much time and effort into that, or even animatics and stuff on YouTube, I feel are just, like, critically undervalued. But you know what else is critical? Critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with free trial up to level 60, including the award-winning expansion Heavensward with no restrictions on playtime, which we do play here in this house. And you should join us. We always need more warm bodies, because Hassel is always letting people die with his healing. Too fast? Not fast enough. I need to be able to say that even faster in the future. Each time I say it, I need to get slightly faster until eventually I'll just make it like one single string of just that, and that'll be the whole thing. Alright, let's see if I can get the buttons in the right area again. 1, 2... You can probably hear the fans turning on in my brain cell as I try and figure out where this should go. I don't know why it's always like these little pocket things that give me the most trouble when doing animations of myself. For some reason, just the way that they're shaped makes it really confusing. No matter, like, where their position is. Okay, wait. Something looks really weird here. Like one of those meme videos in Avery's stream, but every time she says Final Fantasy, it speeds up by 20%. Oh. Oh, I wonder how fast it would get. Because I do mention critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with free trial up to level 6, including award-winning expansion Heaven's Word with no restrictions on playtime pretty often. Sometimes I catch errors in the previous frame in the onion skin. Yep. Nope. Yes. I feel like I messed something up with this angle here on the bottom of the vest, and I'm having trouble seeing what it is. If it was cute girls, the video would be over in less than half a minute. Yeah, maybe if I was doing a 24-hour marathon stream, you need the extra time for it to last longer than a couple seconds. I think I see what the problem is with the vest. I just need to wedge this into shape, and yet again, it's these stupid pockets that are messing it up. They do this every time. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. They're kind of an unnecessary detail on the vest. So rather than have them hop all over the place and be a pain, I will just remove them from all of the frames and not worry about them. And that'll save a good bit of time in the future frames, too. Okay, so now that I don't need to worry about those, that's a lot easier. Oh, welcome back, Molly. How was work? Or are you being sneaky and watching my stream at work? In which case, I approve. You are at work? Good. It is the smell save you? Oh no, what are you doing? Oh wait, I just realized this is the last frame we actually need to animate. Everything else is a redone frame. Because it loops at this point. Huge pog. That's really convenient, actually. I might save color for another time. Because I'd initially planned to end the stream at 8 my time. I'm on Eastern. Or more frequently with the way that I happen to sleep and be awake at completely just awful, horrible, no good hours. I like to call it Avery non-standard time. But I do have other obligations a little bit past 8 that I need to prepare for. Don't stretch me out. Rude. You can just grab the stuff from the top shelf for me. Ow! Thank you, Goliath. I think. But yeah, since I have obligations a little bit past 8 that I'll need to prep for, I can instead finish up the liner, and I'll probably just, like, stream maybe tomorrow, finishing this up. Just kind of off the usual schedule. Because the usual schedule is, on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, we do an art stream. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we'll do games and stuff. So, I might just... Because I'm also moving the schedule to 4 days a week from now on. And we'll have a dedicated retro game day. But, because I want to finish this up and get this colored, might just make it like an extra day overall. Even on top of like the planned 4-day schedule, because I'm still kind of torn, right? And I keep changing my mind on what day I want the 4th day to be. Because there's a couple that could work for me. And then there's like one that can't. So, hard decisions. But I know that I want the 4th day. Let's get these thighs in. But first I need to get the cuff on the pants correct. There we go. That's about right. As I was mentioning before, I've got pretty much like optimal thigh game here because you get the good squish from like thigh highs, but they're kind of just natural with my legs because I've got the bird bits. So they're just always like this. That knee looks weird. Let me fix it. There we go. And then once I've got these, all I'll need to do is go and take the frames that are duplicate and slap them into place, and we will have ourselves a not entirely finalized, but mostly finalized little animation. I think where I'm probably going to put this is on the loading screen. Like the starting soon one. Nope. I see the problem. And this needs to go, and then... like here? Yep, there we go. Okay, so... now I get my tail feathers all poppin'. The other thigh in. Ah, there we go. I had to take a sip of water. Ugh. I held up a finger, like, towards the screen to be like, hey, wait, hold on a second, I need to take a sip. And then, like, as I was doing that, I was like, wait, nobody can see that. For once I seem to be sleepy at a semi-reasonable time, so I have a good bye bonk and good... Now you don't get sweet dream wishes, Hana. Now you get, like, decidedly average sleep dream wishes, and I hope you get, like, a perfectly adequate rest. But nothing beyond that. Ow! Goliath! Why? I was already bonked. You're just squashing me down more. This is owl abuse. I feel like a bad dude. I haven't been watching the stream, just lurking for Hoodle currency, occasionally clicking the bonus. Gomennasai. It's fine. It's fine, Fizz. You're good. As far as I'm concerned, like, I'm perfectly happy to be, like, background noise and stuff, because with art streams, a lot of the time, like, the progress is slow going, and not too much happens, and I've got really, really chill background music. So, like, if people can, like, leave my stream on in the background and just feel like enjoying, like, the BGM and, like, the occasional weird puns that I make, and vibe with that, I'm totally down with that. In actuality, I've been watching anime. What anime have you been watching, Fizz? Joke's on you, I kissed a girl in a dream last night, so I'm fine with an adequate sleep tonight. Does sound like you already had a pretty good dream. That one with the buff lady with the tail. You know, that does track for you. You would be watching an anime about buff ladies. But also super valid. Can't really fault you there. Oh, I forgot the lenses. There we go. I can fix this now. Despite doing art as my profession, I still will forever struggle to get, like, circular shapes exactly how I want them on the first try. Like, I've got pretty steady hands, but, like, man... circles are kind of built different. Alright, I think that is this whole animations line art done. We'll have to see. Friend sent me a picture and I was like, oh, you know, I've pretty much sworn off isekai because they're rarely interesting, but this one has a chance at being good. See, the thing is it just has a chance of having a buff lady with a cool tail, and that's probably enough. Isekai, like... I don't know, I feel like they're kinda, like... Because I have a working theory on this, right? Like... My theory with isekai being played out, and this is true of, like, basically any genre that gets, like, super overplayed. So, like, for example, you could apply this to, like, vampires or zombies or stuff like that, where basically what happens, right, is as people go and develop a genre, and that genre develops really strong tropes and stuff like that, a lot of expectations form around that genre, and people will start making them. And the reason that so many isekai are so bad is because essentially what's happening is they are making an isekai to make an isekai, and they're forgetting to put, like, the rest of a good series around it. They're pretty much leaning on the genre and being like, oh, people enjoy this genre. So as long as we make this genre, we don't have to do anything else. Like, we don't need to worry about having good writing. We don't need to have to worry about having interesting characters. We can just make an isekai and it's good. Or we don't need blah, 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 blah. We have vampires. It's good. We don't need blah, 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 blah. It's a zombie movie. It's good. But that's not the case, and then what happens is they get really played out. And just don't feel very interesting. Almost all of the isekai that I like, and the same could be said for, like, vampire stuff and zombie stuff, or anything else that's, like, from that sort of, like, take, like, post-apocalyptic stuff, or stuff like that. Anything that I enjoy from those genres, almost, like, without exception, tends to be stuff that I would have enjoyed regardless of what the genre was. That is to say, the genre itself being isekai or post-apocalyptic or stuff like that is a secondary thing to it being a really good story on its own. I think that an isekai needs to actually do something with the fact that it's an isekai. If the show just forgets that the main character's from another world, why not just make a normal fantasy? See, that's kind of where I'm going. Like, they're just using it as a, oh, it's an isekai. This is a genre people like. We'll just slap the isekai title on this, and then just start it off. And then they just don't do anything interesting with it. Like, if you're gonna have an isekai, either make the isekai aspects of it interesting and part of the story, and, like, integrate it well, or don't include it. Same with vampires, or post-apocalyptic stuff, or stuff like that. Like, you can't just slap a genre on something and consider it fine. Like, it's not gonna carry itself on just being, like, essentially a search tag on its own. Like, you've still gotta have interesting characters. You've gotta have, like, a plot and a story that is interesting and works. It's the same way that, like, because I see a lot of people always complaining about, like, oh, 3D CG looks bad in anime, and it's like, but it doesn't. What looks bad is poorly done 3D CG that's, like, done solely as a cost-cutting and shortcut measure. A lot of the time, if the 3D elements are done well, and they play to, like, the strengths of 3D as a visual medium, a lot of the times, it looks great. Like, take, like, Hoseki no Kuni. That has incredible visuals to it that are super stylistic and look really great. Or, like, take Guilty Gear. The 3D in that looks incredible. Like, technically that's not an anime, but it counts. Like, or, take, like, Arcane or Into the Spider-Verse, which were both, like, animated, or, well, movie in the case of Spider-Verse, series in the case of Arcane. But, like, those were animated gorgeously. They looked fantastic. And, like, again, those were things that took 3D and played to the strengths of it, rather than just using it as a cost-cutting measure. And the same is kind of something that could be said with isekai. Don't just use it because it's a nice, convenient shortcut. Ruby in later volumes has great CG. Say what you want about the show as a whole. I'll agree. A lot of the times it does look really nice. Like, plot and story can struggle a bit, but the animation looks good. And a lot of the times they will play to the strengths of 3D. Like, what sort of things do you get access to with 3D that you don't necessarily get with 2D? You get the access to having, essentially, highly, highly functional camera controls, which is great. You can do really interesting camera work that'll stand out and be very visually pleasing. You can do really complicated objects and shapes. 99% of the time, when you see, like, a gun or a car or stuff like that in anime, that was almost definitely a 3D model. And it's kind of like, there's a very, very old saying that basically goes like, if you've done your job right, they won't realize that you've done anything at all. And 3D is an extremely apt, like, version of that, where, like, a lot of the times, if the 3D elements of a series are done well in a primarily 2D series, like, full 3D series like Hoseki no Kuni, that, like, is kind of an exception in that, like, the 3D is a major focus of that, but, like, in something 2D, the objective is to have that 3D blend in with the 2D in a way that doesn't stand super out, but still allows you to get those interesting effects and stuff like that, like camera work and things. So, like, you'll see this a lot, like, in, take, like, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer. In a lot of the recent episodes, a lot of the attacks and weapons and stuff like that have been done using 3D, because it lets you keep the scale of them in between frames and from different angles, and move complicated shapes and stuff like that. And it blends in pretty well. It looks usually really good. The only time that you really notice the 3D that kind of stands out is when it's bad. Isekai is kind of harder in that regard, in that, like, generally speaking, you're not going to not notice that a series is an isekai. But, like, the same sort of thing vaguely applies in that, like, it's a lot more noticeable if it's done bad. In general, I swear, like, 3D animation has come so far, people out here still acting like it's 2003. Exactly, Fizz. Like, even then, there was a lot of 3D that still looked really good. Like, the way I see it is, I had to take a sip of water because of the cough. Is it something that, like anything else, has its strengths and has its weaknesses, and as a tool, you should play to its strengths. Okay, I think we are ready to take this and I'm going to do this in a very lazy, bad workflow sort of way. Because, I don't know, I probably should do it a much more effective way. But this way is quick and easy, so that's how I'm going to do it. And that is basically by taking this and splitting the clip at various points. So now I have these, like, separated frames. So, like, this one, for example, now will come here. And this one can go here. And this one can go here. And this one can just get deleted. And now, let me go turn off the sketch layers real quick. Get rid of this one. Alright, we should have ourselves a functional animation. We sure do! Hello, hello, Artman. Yeah, we got one. Look at this. Let me zoom out just a smidge so that we can see the legs a little bit better. Perfect. I say the more old school hand-drawn type beats have aged better than late 90s and early 2000s digital anime. It's true, it's true. Also, yeah, like, aged like fine milk is still one of my favorite sayings. It's just so good. Also, good morning, Passel. I'm actually kind of glad that you got a bit more sleep. What program am I using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint, which is by far my favorite art program. Just out of basically any art program. It works really well and has a ton of incredible features. And I'm pretty much constantly gushing about this program, but it's good and I like it. And that's about it. It's just a very good program. Go use it. It goes on sale all the time. Unlike Photoshop, it is a one-time fee, and then the program is yours to keep. And also, unlike Photoshop, they basically were like, we're not putting NFTs into our stuff. Which I appreciate, because I am not a fan of NFTs. Also, they are constantly updating this program, and it's so good. Like, they add good features all the time. Okay, example of CGI Beast Wars. I loved Beast Wars when I was little. But yeah, Clip Studio is great. It has so many cool features. Like, for example here, right? Didn't they also have login bonuses at one point? They did, kind of, and then they got rid of them. So, a thing you can do with Clip Studio that is kind of cool is I'll quickly make a new animation folder here. I'll add a new animation cell. And I'm just gonna quickly go to the hide windows and pick screen color. Once I quickly open up, yeah, this'll work. Ow, Hassel, why you hit me? So, one thing that's cool is it has a hide window and pick screen color thing, which will minimize Clip Studio and let me select a color from something else. So if you have a reference open in another program, you can just quickly minimize Clip Studio to select a color. I defined this layer here as a reference layer. So now what I can do to fill is I have a lasso fill, and I can just come in like this and just go yoop, yoop. I kind of messed up on that fill there. But if I'm just laying in flat colors, I can select a whole huge section of the drawing and just kind of outline it with my lasso. Let go and boom, colors. And they go halfway into the line, so you get like a nice perfect fill. And it gets all of those little sections. Like, if I zoom in way here, there's no gap there. So like now, if I go on to frame 2, and I quickly define this as the reference layer, and I can slap in another animation cell here, I can come in, and I can just select the whole entirety of the hair again. And you just loop around the whole thing. And oh, I accidentally got inside the line there. But that's okay, because I can just go and fix this. Boom. Flat colors inside the whole hair. It's super convenient. Possibly the best feature just in an art program. Oh, wait, I messed something up here. No, I didn't. We're good. Redo. So, with this, I just need a new frame. And then I can bring this down. Oh, hey, you brought the owlet back. The owlet has been a long recurring friend. Heading out for a walk? May your animation be blessed by cute girls? I think it is. But yeah, so if I go to like a paint bucket tool, right? And I come in here and I hit this with like a paint bucket thing set to refer to my reference layer. Like, you'll see that like it does a pretty good job of filling into things just because I have my fill settings set up nice. And it's still pretty quick. So, like, even the basic fill tool does pretty good, but you can see, like, there's a little gap, like, right here. Ah, thank you for the gifted sub, Passel. My tits broke earlier. Twitch integrated throwing system, for those not in the know. And I don't know why. So it's temporarily off, but it's okay. We will simulate it right now. Wiggly boy, come here. We're gonna simulate this. There you go, Passel. I threw the Wiggly boy at my head. So yeah, another thing, like, this little thing here has that little gap. So it's like, the paint bucket can be good, but with the selection tool, you can kind of just lay in the flat colors so easily. It's so nice. I need to know what frame I'm breaking this on. This one. There we go. It's just a 100-page Muda. It really is a 100-page Muda. Like, I need to get that fixed. I don't know why it keeps breaking. I wonder if it has, like, something to do with the order that I start things in. Because it is very, very fun having stuff thrown at my head at high speeds. Yep. Okay, so there is something that might cause a slight problem here, and I'm gonna see. It did not. So even though there was a tiny gap in the line art here, it detected that there was a gap automatically and filled halfway into the line, so you can see right there. Basil, why loud noise? Kind of rude, isn't it? Okay, so that layer is filled in on the hair. Basil, why? You're like intentionally avoiding ice barraging me proper, too. You just want to hurt my ears. Okay, so new animation cell there. Oh, wait, what did I do? That's what I did wrong. The ice may be too much, so you're being merciful, but it's kind of hot in here anyway. I'd be fine, I think, maybe. Alright, also, Passel, speaking of, and, this is sort of hard for me to say, but, Samfire po Gengish go Gerish and Dobos na Tasilio go. But also, Ryoko and I broke the, Minecraft server earlier by accident. Whoops! We crashed it with something. But since you're the one who has to restart it, have fun! Excuse you, what? I swear, it wasn't me. It actually probably wasn't me, because I was just eating an apple. But, according to Ryuko, and I quote, except I don't quote yet, because I don't remember the exact words off the top of my head. Also, I just totally messed up the selection there, and had the wrong color selected. But basically, she bought something on, like, E-Block or Minebay or some such, and the universe exploded. Whoopsie. And then the internet police came into her house and beat her up in real life. truly merciless of them. That's not very nice, Passel. I love Blahaj. Alright, this layer is good. New animation cell. And then this layer is not that one. Which one is it then? Nope. It's this one. Blahaj is good. Then you can clone time? Wait, Pastel, you had a way cooler idea at first, before you fixed it. Cloning time sounds extremely helpful. I could use, like, an extra 12 hours in each day. I'm just gonna manually lay in the color on that. We're going to Mr. Sandman and beat him up? That's the... No beating up Blahaj. That's rude. Passel, we've gone over this. Oh, I see what I did wrong here. With the order selection, that one counts down. So now if I come here, I should be able to go... and... perfect. It's not Blahaj, it's some other guy controlling the sands of time. That's fine then. As long as there is no violence against Blahaj in this house. Or out of the house either, because I know you, Passel. You'll do, like, some genie-wish loophole, and be like, it wasn't in the house, I just jumped Blahaj in a back alley. Alright, one more layer, and then we have the hair in, and unfortunately, I will have to get going after that, I think. But we will have the line art in, and some of the colors. Which means whenever I go to quickly set this up as a future stream, we will get to finish this super easy. Avery, what do you think of beans in my mail? Do not send me beans, Passel! How are you this much of a menace all the time? It's really impressive, and I wish I had this power. Like, you're like a actual professional menace. I'm just a professional cognito hazard. You're not a menace when you're sleeping? I am a cognito hazard when I'm sleeping, so I do have that up, like, on you. Because there have been many, many times that I have sent people things, gone to sleep, and then woken up and been like, ah yes, here were the screams I was expecting. This was actually as cursed as I hoped it might be. When you sleep, Gachima continues. True, true. Gachima is the cursed bot in our Discord that Passel made. It's awful, And it's constantly hitting me with these nuts jokes off of everything that I say. And Vassal, how dare you hit me again? Very mean. Very, very mean. Let's hit play on this animation. Yeah, this is cute. It's very cute. I am happy with this. And it looks like there's not really that much that I need to fix with it. Little things here and there. My squished form is default now. It really feels like it. I don't remember, like, half the time during streams, when I return myself to normal height, like, after time, it feels wrong. I'm like, I'm not squished. This looks so strange. Alright, let me hit save on this. And I will see who there is to raid, because I am going to wrap things up. I wish I didn't have to go do stuff tonight, but I kind of do. So, let's see who is up. Abby's... Ooh, wait, Yozo just started? Because if Yozo just started, I'll send things her way. Hey, V-Kid! Thank you for the sub and happy 2 months to you too. Unfortunately, you caught us right at the end here. Also, I will leave this animation playing because it's cute. We got all the line art done on it. How do you have such terrible timing? I know! It's okay. There will be other streams. Okay, so... you know what? So, what I'm going to do is... I think I will send you all to Yozo, who is doing the Final Fantasy VII remaster, it looks like. I think. Let's see. No, this looks like this is the old Final Fantasy VII. So, I'm going to send you all Yozo's way. And what should we do for a raid message? Chat, help me decide. I am terrible at raid messages. I can never think of good ones. Which is funny, because if I need to just, like, think of stupid puns, it's super easy. Yozo Haglove? That's not very nice, Passel. Unless you mean, like, Hag in parentheses cool mountain witch, because in which case, yeah. Oh, she did? We'll just do some new model love. Go ahead and type it up, Passel. I will let you do the honors. And not just sit here and be lazy while I make you do all the work. There you go. There's your raid message. That was totally done by my own hand and not Passel's. 100%. All me. All the work on this owl right here. I will be back at things on Friday. I have decided this week at least will be the extra day until we hash down what that 4th day a week is. And that will be doing some Monster Hunter viewer hunts. I might guerrilla stream this between then, but otherwise this will be finished up on the next art stream. And yeah, those of you who do not have us in critically acclaimed demo RPG Final Fantasy XIV with free trial up to level 16, including the award-winning expansion Heaven's Ward with no restrictions on playtime, do it. join us. It's fun. I'll prep the raid. We've also got these for if you would like to find me on Twitter or join the Discord. That is where I put all of my stream announcements. So it's a great place to see where I'm going to be and when. But either way, I will see you all on Friday for some Monster Hunter group hunts with viewers. And until then, love you all lots. Thank you all so much for watching. And until then, Hulu!